Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.
This is Joe Pugh for IFLTV. We are here in Birmingham. It's the start of Fight Week, the Magnificent 7 ride again. We was in Manchester for the first one, or the Resurgence of the Magnificent 7. Could this be an annual thing, Frank?
Yeah, I mean, or even more. Who knows, Joe? It's a great format. The very first one we did all those years ago was a brilliant night. The one last year I thought was domestic fight card of the year, and I think this one has all the ingredients to be the same as well. Some brilliant fights on there, undefeated fighters fighting each other, big rivalries, and a big prizes for all the different fights for the winners.
Yeah, well, Nick Ball was on that first one back, and then look what happened and Saudi. So there is opportunities for the winners, but we'll start off with what will be the main event, Nathan Heeney. The last Magnificent 7 card, it was the Cinderella story, and it's another step on the way to the big Stoke Stadium fight.
Look, he's got to win the fight. It's going to be a tough fight. He's not coming here just to make up the numbers. He fancies to jump around, and it's going to be I think it's going to be a competitive and good fight. But Nathan, every fight he's had, he's got better and better and shown really good boxing ability. His last fight against Denzel was a punch-perfect performance, done extremely well, going in as a massive underdog, done the business. So I'm expecting a big fight again this time.
Dennis McCrum, Brad Strand, a great domestic dust-up, a little bit of needle between the two. What were they saying up there at the face-off?
I've got to tell you, I can't tell you what they were saying, but I'll tell you what, there is no love lost there at this moment. I hope there will be after the fight, but at this moment, no love lost there. And it's a cracking fight. It's a really, really good quality fight between two undefeated fighters.
Dennis McCann, he's shaved his hair off. He's been on social media. He's thrown the Haribos away. He's moved up to Liverpool. Could this be a McCann 2.0, a new beast?
We will see. We will see. I mean, look, he's as you say, he's changed trainers. He's moved to a different gym now. Brad's in a very good gym. Paul Stevenson, who's an excellent trainer, looks after Nick Ball, and they fancy the job. Both of the guys are very, very confident. There's no doubt in either of them. They both, you look at them when you're up close and they're looking in each other's eyes. You can see they both fancy it.
Liam Davis, another guy who kind of slowly been built, but just got everything right now.
It's slow, but it's not. He's won British, Commonwealth, European in 15 fights. So he's done extremely well. I mean, and he's been he's improved again in every fight, and he's got stacks and stacks of confidence and ability to match it. He's in with a guy who beat Lee McGregor, so that's no mean feat. So I think now we're going to get a great fight. I think it's going to be a very, very competitive fight. The Mexican's very, very confident as well, but Liam's got he's got tremendous self-belief. There's no doubt about that.
The return of the Juggernaut as well on Saturday night. How important is it for him to get this win under his belt for confidence and then insert himself back in that world scene again?
He can't afford to lose this. He can't have 3 losses, 3 consecutive losses. He's got to win the fight. Cash Ali jumps at the opportunity for the fight because he said, his words were, this is the time to fight him. So we'll see. Joe wants to get back in the swing. He's got the ability to do it. And we'll find out on Saturday if he's going to do it.
If he does win, Joe, and looks good doing it, is he straight back in to that heavyweight mix?
He'll have to go in a big fight. Yeah.
Could we see a potential Joe Parker rematch? Styles make fights in the heavyweight division, as we saw on Saturday night.
You are not wrong. I mean, that's what's happening. All these guys, they're getting deep. AJ's done the same, coming back from 2 defeats. Look where he's at now. It can happen. You can't give up. Never say die.
Another fight that I know yourself and S-Jam were interested in before the Zhang fights was Dillon White. Dillon White is returning on Sunday. Should he come through the hammer win, is that a fight you could potentially look at?
I'll be honest, I haven't thought of it. Let's see what happens on. Was it Saturday night? Is it?
Yeah, Sunday.
Let's see what happens on Sunday in Ireland.
Matchroom v Queensbury 5v5. I'm sure you're fed up with answering the questions, but when are we getting this announcement?
Fairly soon. It's pretty imminent.
I think Eddie Hearn was already talking about a second one. Is it a case of walking before you run with that?
Well, let's get the first one out of the way. Let's get it announced first, the first one.
Try not to kill each other in the lead up to the first one.
Maybe he's asking for a second one because he's worried about the first one.
Just lastly, Frank, just taking you back to last week in Saudi Arabia. First of all, you recovered. It was looked like a hectic week out there.
It was very hectic, but it was very enjoyable. Great fight card, good fight card. And the main event, he did what he had to do in style with a tremendous finish, no doubt about that. I enjoyed it. It was very good, and I'm looking forward now to the real biggie on the 18th of May, which is like, the biggest fight of this century, and I'm delighted that we're involved in it, and I'm delighted that Tyson Fury is finally getting in the ring with Usyk.
After AJ's performance on Saturday night, are you any less confident in Tyson Fury if that mega fight were to happen with AJ and Fury?
The mega fight is Tyson fighting the guy that beat AJ twice, beat him twice.
Are people looking past that now, do you think?
Of course, they don't want to see that fight because he did what he had to do. But the big fight is against the two undefeated champions for the 4 belts. That's the big fight. And after that, my man will win that. After Tyson wins that, then we'll look and see where we go.
Frank, thank you very much for being to IFLTV, and hopefully speak to you again very soon, Frank. Thank you. Cheers.
Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.